Down in the Bus Leagues is brought to you by the Frisco Rough Riders. Jeff, what's going on in Frisco?
They are out of town right now. They're in Northwest Arkansas. They come home for their final homestand Monday. They do play Labor Day on the 2nd. It is Military Appreciation Night with post-game fireworks. Back to School Night on Wednesday the 4th. Dallas Stars Night on the 5th. Dia de los Quesos and fireworks on the 6th. On the 7th, it's Dallas Mavs Night. And then on the 8th, which is the final home game of the regular season, it's Fan Appreciation Day, and kids get to run the base. Kids Fun Day, Sunday Fun Day. They will be hosting at least one postseason game September 19th. Game 1 of that series is on the road. On the 17th, they're off the 18th, which is a Wednesday. So Thursday the 19th, they are for sure hosting one game. If it goes to 3 games, they will host on the 20th. And then I believe if they win that series in advance, they will open the championship series at home on the 22nd, which is a Sunday. So look, for more information, go to milb.com/Frisco. But this is a playoff team, and you're going to have a little baseball here in mid to late September at Riders Field.
All right, a big thanks to Malcolm Moore for joining us there, the Rangers' first-round draft pick. Guys, it's time to go down in the bus leagues. Like I said, we're going to go to every level that's still playing. We'll go ahead and get this one out of the way. ACL's done. They made the playoffs. That's Arizona Complex League. They're done. And now the DSL, the Dominican Summer League's done.
They're done. They reached the semifinal series, but ended up losing.
Losing there, but that's just that is the rookie level stuff. You don't see a lot of video on that stuff. They really don't come out. But our 4 major, the 4 big affiliates, full season affiliates are playing. They're still going on. We're going to start at the top. Obviously, a reminder, it goes AAA, AA, High A, and Low A. We'll go to AAA Round Rock Express. They are 27-26 in the second half. They are 6-4 in their last 10, and they won a couple of games. And they've got some people to see up there.
Yeah, the bats are heating up. And Blaine Krim, as he always does, he's got his OPS above 800. He's just having he's just been spectacular since July 1st. He's hitting around 370, so good for him. Sandro Fabian, they're tied at the top of the home run pile on there with a 17. So ball's going out of the ballpark a little bit more. Justin Foscue, who we talked about in the first segment,
fire.
He's been tearing it up. He is at a 902 OPS. I expect him to be in the major leagues here real soon. And then Dustin Harris has cooled off a tick, but he's still. He was dealing with a side injury, so there might be a little caution played there. But a guy who has had a good second half, so that's good to see. And then pitching, we kind of talked about. Jack Leiter he pitched pretty good Wednesday night.
Yeah.
Kumar Rocker, fabulous stuff. A couple notes. Owen White is. Pitching as a reliever now. He maybe they're giving him the Cole Winn treatment, trying to break it down, get him back to basics. The starting thing was not working out this year for whatever reason.
Yeah.
Ryan Garcia's pitching great at AAA.
Oh man,
our guy,
one
Ryan
of our
Garcia,
favorites.
Yeah, his numbers are actually better at AAA than they are at AA. So. Good for him. A side note, he's no longer in the organization, but Johnny Cueto returned to the major leagues with the Angels.
You talked to him when we did our little show.
Yeah, that was fun. And then Antoine Kelly, who had been DFA'd. Everybody was thinking, hey, this is the guy. Last year, he was DFA'd by the Rockies the other day. So he's available to, if he clears, I think he can take free agency. No. He may have to be outright because he didn't clear the first time he got claimed. Anyway, so that's what's happening down there, and they play into mid to late September, and not a great season, not a bad season. They've had some good performances. I still think that the offense, the Rangers have had their problems. Well, it's kind of a thing throughout the system. The offense has just been down. Not a lot of home runs being hit.
Right.
So some things that might need to be looked at there.
If you're in the area, though, you need to run out and see Kamar. He's going to start there a few starts, and
I think he'll get one more. I think down there. But anyway, there we go.
Yep, Frisco Rough Riders, AA affiliate, their hottest team in the organization right now. They're 31-23, 7-3 in their last 10, and they've won 4 in a row. But they already won the first half.
Yeah, this is a good team. I mean, their playoff chances took a big blow when when Rocker got promoted. But it's the same guys that has been all year. But I'll tell you what, Abby Ortiz has really picked it up. And I talked to him when we were out there for DeGrom and talked to Rocker. There's a Rocker story coming up at alldlls.com in the next couple days, either today or Sunday. I haven't figured that one out yet, but Abby is up to 13 home runs. He's about to take the team lead in home runs. His OPS is above 700, which again doesn't sound great, but from the depths from which he came, he's probably improved his average 50 points here in the last month and a half. He said he's just finally comfortable.
Yep.
So it takes guys when they change levels, whatever. It takes some time, but he was in a great mood. He's a good kid. He's learned his English continues to get better. So. And as everybody knows, I've said it over and over again, there's nothing I admire more about these players who come from Latin America than their ability to learn English.
Yep.
And it makes me feel shitty for not learning Spanish. So the pitching side is still Teodo. It's still Dane Acker. I think that Alejandro Rosario will be joining Frisco here before too long.
The end of the
year. Just got a hunch. Winston Santos has been up and down since he was promoted from Hickory, but he's still taking the ball. So some good arms out there.
It's a big jump.
Yeah, and Mitch Brad, our good friend, who pitched behind DeGrom, DeGrom's rehab start and pitched really, really well.
Yeah,
so.
I stayed for that. You had to run out and get back to the thing, and I stayed to watch him. Boy, he had 3 shutout innings, I think, 3 or 4 shutout innings after DeGrom.
Yeah, so we're always excited about our good buddy. From
Mitch.
North of the border.
Absolutely. Yep. Canadian, eh? We're good for him. Hickory Crawdads, the high A team. Hickory's 30-27, 6-4 in their last 10. They've lost one. I don't know that they'll make the playoffs.
I haven't looked at the standings. That's your job.
Yeah, they're not in first place at that right now. They are a couple games back, I think. They did not win the first half.
They definitely didn't win the first half.
Yeah, so but they played so much better the second half, and they're up there close. I think they're second or third. A couple of guys there that obviously one of them you just talked about.
Rosario. Yeah. And it's just been impressive what he's done. It's very similar. It looks a lot like down east. He's just not walking anybody.
Yeah.
And Malcolm Moore just talked about him and all this stuff. It's crazy how.
And in college he had great numbers.
The switch flipped. The Rangers zeroed in on what he does real well. So he's got a 2.40 ERA, 60 strikeouts in 41 1/3 innings, 8 walks. I mean, it's just really impressive. He has not surrendered a home run. I hope I didn't just jinx him. Cole Drake got moved up to Frisco.
He's a local guy too, isn't he?
No, that's excuse me, I'm about to sneeze. I'm not going to sneeze. All right. Paul Bonzagni he's a local guy who is now in Hickory.
Okay.
Cole Drake was drafted in 22 from Walter State Community College, the same school as Brett Martin. He started out at low A. He just keeps going. But yeah, so he's promoted to Frisco. I think Rosario's right behind him. Isaac Tiger is still in Hickory. It's not smooth sailing for him, but
that's my guy.
That's all
He'll
right.
Get there. Don't worry about it.
And then Aiden Curry keeps taking the ball and making the starts. It hasn't been the best year for him. Ryan Lobus, who started at Down East, Baseball America came out with something the other day, and it said the top 10 top pitching breakthroughs in minor league baseball this year. And the Rangers had 3 of them.
Yeah.
Rosario, Lobus, and Cole Drake. So good for the Rangers there. They didn't have particularly rosy outlooks for Lobus and Drake, kind of back in the rotation, middle reliever guys. But you know what? You'll take it. You'll take that. But Rosario seems to be everybody's favorite right now.
Down East Wood Ducks.
We didn't mention the hitters. I mean, we got to mention Everybody probably wants their Sebastian Walcott update.
Oh, yeah.
He hasn't homered for a little while, but he's hitting 259. It looks like the strikeouts have come down a little bit, or else
Still
the walks
only
have gone
18.
up. But he's got 43 extra base hits, and that's pretty good.
I think we'll see him in Frisco
I don't know.
next year.
I don't next year, yeah, but I don't know about this year. Maybe this year. I mean, nothing. I wouldn't put anything past the Rangers. That shouldn't be I'm not slapping them there. Just something's up. But Malcolm Moore is at Hickory, our guy. We just talked to him about that. Dylan Dreiling, the second rounder, is there, and
another guy we probably ought to look into getting this.
And Anthony Gutierrez, who is the big fish from the 22 international pool, he unfortunately had to have shoulder surgery, so he should be ready at some point in the spring. It's the similar surgery to
other injuries.
Yeah, this year though it's bothered him pretty much all year. I think they finally said, "All right, we're going to take care of it." Yason Morabel had the same surgery last year, so that's too bad.
Yeah,
but hopefully this gets him straight.
And Paulino down in Dominican, another one that had a pretty good season, and hopefully next year we'll see him in a full
season
affiliate.
Yeah, maybe he starts in Arizona though. I don't know. I don't know.
He's young. Now we go to the Down East Wood Ducks. They're Down East. They're 27. That's the lowest full season affiliate. 27-26. They're 4-6 in their last 10. They did win last night. These guys have consistently. They really kind of started out slow too, and then really gotten more consistent. And at this level, this is an influx where this roster is just constantly changing. You have new guys moving in, guys getting promoted, guys going back to Arizona. It's kind of that it's right in that first full. You got guys that come from the Arizona Complex League that end the season there if they don't go to Hickory. So it's just, have a winning record that second half and doing that's still the youngsters down there. And who we got there that?
They're the three kids that moved up from the Arizona Complex League when that ended. Jose De Jesus and Yeremy Cabrera and Pablo Guerrero. And Cabrera, who was the best player in Arizona, is really kind of struggling here with the new league, and that's fine. But De Jesus is doing good. He cooled off a little bit. He was on fire when he got there. Pablo Guerrero, maybe about what you could expect. But Casey Cook, who's the third round pick, he's a guy to watch. He's hitting 212, which is actually an improvement. Yeah. He's playing second base. So just trying to get these guys comfortable. And then on the pitching side, I think finally, it's going to be time for Jose Gonzalez to get moved up or Brian Mendoza. They've just been kind of dominant all year. Colton Curtis has had a really nice year down there for them. He still probably walks a few too many guys for their liking, but we'll see what happens with Rosario and maybe somebody else from the Hickory squad to Frisco, and then that creates the openings, and you just move on up.
Yep. Well, I think this is the first one in the can.
Yeah.
At the new one, guys, I've got my coffee cup, so I've got to get my new one. It starts out the Texas Ranger Baseball Podcast. Then it goes to the Rangers Today Baseball Podcast. Okay. And now we are the DLLS Rangers Weekly Podcast. Look down below on that thing going there. There's running a special for you. Become a DLLS diehard. You can get on there. It's at alldlls.com, and you get 20% off if you run a Rangers Today promo code.
Yeah.
Get 20% off. Guys, look, it's a great deal for us. I'm glad they're keeping our weekly show. We're going to still put this thing out here and go and do that. It's exciting for me. And I've got to order my new coffee cup with my new logo on it. And because I got to have one of those, it shows our history. Hey, this isn't possible without you guys. People, I look back at what we went through on this. We started out the Texas Rangers Baseball Podcast. Then we got approached by Roxo Media. We went out there. We had a nice studio. Then some terms went bad and we couldn't make that work. Then the Dub Network wanted us.
Yeah.
And the Dub Network comes in and they take us over, and they did great things for us. But then we got approached by Audacity. Or Odyssey.
Yeah.
Not Audacity. They had the audacity for Odyssey to come out and do us. Signed a 2-year deal with Odyssey, which was fantastic. When this opportunity came up to go over to DLLS, we had to get out of that contract, and Odyssey was very cool about it.
Yeah,
And we approached them and explained what the situation was, and that we wanted to do this and where you're going. And I think for them it was a good business decision. They knew that look, if you're not going to renew with us after this is over with, then why don't we go ahead and amicably part ways? Because it was obvious. Okay, well, when it's over with, you're probably not going to renew then.
Yeah, but again, nice guys.
Very nice. They helped us out. They kept us for 2 more weeks.
Nice people.
Oh, great. They're fantastic. And they're the ones that run the 105.3 The Fan who's the broadcast.
No ill will or bad
Nothing
things to say about
on
that.
any of them, on Dub, on anybody going back. Well,
I have some bad things to say, but about one of them.
Yeah, one of them, the first one, but that they yanked us over there, and
we don't need to go into it.
That's it. So, but anyway, this is all possible because of you guys, and I'm just thankful to DLLS for bringing me aboard to do this part at least, and hopefully do some more for them. But it looks like a great deal. I've been watching the podcast. I try to jump in, guys, when you see you'll see the new logo now, but I'll try to pop in and break news if I can. But you guys are going good.
Yeah, it's a good start. Our Cowboys podcast is like already in the top 10 in the country.
Yeah, they're getting ready to kick off, and that's going to be big.
Yeah, good times, good things, and
guys, hit the subscribe button.
Yeah, come along.
Come on, hit the subscribe. It's free for the YouTube channel. Go hit the subscribe button. Go to the All City Network. Go to what is it? It's I've got to learn
ALLDLLS.
ALLDLLS.com. Go there, subscribe now. You're going to have full coverage of all sports if you do that. They've got Maverick stars. They brought in good people for every one of them.
Yeah,
these guys weren't playing around.
Yeah, no, and then I'm going to be doing a little TCU stuff till we get TCU off the ground. So I guess I got to stay up late and watch that game tonight, but I don't know if I'm going to make it. I'm pretty tired.
Guys, look, this has been a great one. We're going to sign off for this one, and for, like we say every time, thanks for letting us come and be a part of you. For Jeff Wilson, I'm John Moore, and until next time, we will see you at the yard.